I need a squad invite.
Gotcha. Excuse me.
Alright, I'm back.
This wasn't 2K, everyone would be overreacting to a bad game. I mean, what do you mean? I personally don't really get too upset over anything that's not a fighting game. Fighting games are the only games that kind of make me act a little out of character. Any other video game, it just doesn't matter. I guess because I just don't care as much in any other game, fighting games. Those also just feel way more competitive to me than anything else. Oh, I get what you mean, huh?
Nothing amazing
G-Bro,
happens here.
thank you for the 50 months.
Everything is ordinary.
I've seen that stuff I've been putting here earlier about the lawsuits over at Fox and everything.
Yo, that shit is crazy. Very, very crazy details.
Those of you who not
Right.
Those of you who don't have the context for this, there is an ongoing lawsuit with Fox Sports and several members of the media, and just there's a lot of wild stuff going on and shit. Apparently Skip Bayless tried to pay this woman like 1.5 mil to sleep with her. Fucking Joy Taylor and was sleeping her way to the top over there. It's just, yeah.
Real messy shit.
Some crazy stuff going on. 1.5 M's is crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. 1.5 million? Also I guess the dignity, the willpower, the self-respect as well to turn that down is crazy, because that's a life-changing amount of money for almost anyone.
I think one of the craziest things out of all that is the fact that Colin Cowherd didn't do shit.
The guy seems a bit of a dick at times, but hey, at least he respects women, I guess.
Right? Nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, the nigga seems like a fucking dick. Like, obviously we knew Skip was a dick, but
yeah.
like, Colin Cowherd also a dick. But the fact that he came out of that shit not doing a thing, I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
And fucking Nick Wright, you know, no mention of Nick Wright and stuff. I was just like, huh, you know, I actually like Nick Wright a decent amount. I think
he has his moments where he says some dumb shit.
I was about to say, I don't agree with everything the nigga say, but I feel like 80% of what he be saying, I be feeling where he coming from. I think one of the craziest quotes that came out of that shit was the woman that Skip was trying to pay for sex. She was like, you shouldn't be doing this, like, you're married and everything like this, like, what about your wife and shit? And he was like, aren't you Muslim? Like, don't your father have like 3 or 4 wives? And I was like, yo, that's crazy out of pocket.
Insane. He's not the only one that says some crazy shit too. Apparently Joy Taylor's also pretty fucked up herself.
Yeah, she like outright said that she was going to sleep with, I forget who old boy was, in order, you know, to get into a more powerful position, and then claim that he forced himself on her. Nick wasn't with the network when this stuff was happening. Gotcha. Great ball movement.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
What is Lotus doing playing 2K? I'm be getting them type of comments for the rest of my streaming career, huh? Are so many people surprised that you play 2K? I don't know. Especially like at this point, like maybe back in like 2K23, I could understand why people are like, oh shit, you play 2K? But it's like, I don't know. I feel like I talk about 2K and basketball quite a lot whenever I stream and make videos. So yeah, 2K's been like my most played game for the last 3 years on Twitch. I'm not gonna lie. But I also like, even if this wasn't a game I streamed as much as I do, or like talked about basketball as much as I do, is it really that surprising that I play 2K? I think it'd be more surprising if I didn't. I think you just gotta expect most niggas to play 2K or Madden, one of the two. I think Mad niggas are a different breed though. I think they got a different energy around them that I don't think I exert. Granted, I guess I don't exactly carry myself like a 2K nigga either, but
Hey, bro, I say it. They not tapped in, bro. They gotta tap in.
Sparking Zero was it a fail? Sparking Zero flop? I mean, commercially it's a success. Is it a success in the eyes of the people who bought it? Most people would probably say no. I would agree. I think that game fell pretty short in a lot of areas. Spoke about it briefly on Twitter earlier. Keep shooting, bro. You gotta shoot it back. I actually don't have the jerseys hanging in the background right now, but I did for a while. Those weren't meant to be like a permanent part of the background. I just kind of put them there at one point because I thought it looked cool, and I just kind of left it. Like what? I just don't think Sparking Zero is a very good game. I think that game is lacking a lot in terms of single player content. I think the story mode is honestly lackluster and kind of disappointing, especially when it comes to like the slideshows and lack of like animated cutscenes and things of that nature. I think when you talk about from a gameplay standpoint, there are a lot of things that they changed the formula for when it comes to Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and going to Sparking Zero. And I think a lot of those changes that they made honestly made the game a lot less enjoyable, a lot less competitive, and overall just a lot less fun and a rushed product. And I think this is backed by the fact that almost every high-level Tenkaichi player agrees with that statement, so much so to the point where they collaborated to create a huge Google document showcasing all the changes and fixes that they would make in order to improve the game, a lot of which was actually done in the most recent patch, but it's still not enough. And even some of the things that they did change created new issues. But yeah, I could go on and on. At the end of the day, though, I just don't think the game is fun. Like, once the honeymoon phase wore off, the game just was not fun at all to me to play. And I tried playing it after this most recent patch because I was going to make a video, you know. It's still bad. And I don't consider myself an overly competitive person. Maybe some people disagree with that statement, but I can't be okay with the idea that somebody significantly less knowledgeable or less skilled than me in any aspect can consistently win by just doing some dumb shit that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want skill to matter in that game, and it kind of doesn't.
Saw a very funny take in that particular post, and it was like something about like all these people with the like FGC brain or whatever trying to make takes about this or whatever. I'm like, that has nothing to do with it.
like regardless, the thing is, like, I see people say shit like that. Like somebody replied to me, was like, "Oh, you guys just want everything to be overly competitive and blah 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 and da da da." I'm like, nigga, the game sucks. You, cause like nigga was like, "Oh, it's just you guys just weren't ready for Budokai Tenkaichi," and I'm like, nigga, all the Tenkaichi players think the game sucks. Like all these quote unquote high level Tenkaichi 3 players that y'all niggas talk about but have never actually played with or talked to, which I have. Not a lot of them, but a couple. You know what I mean? It's like they agree with damn near everything that I've ever said about Sparking Zero. One day niggas will understand or realize that I just have a decently informed opinion of the games that I talk about and play, and even things where I may not be a top player at, I have a decent enough understanding of the game. I have pretty good takes and opinions on it. I mean, I don't know, it's just...
It will always boggle my mind that like somebody who's pretty well versed in something will get told somebody that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about can get into a try and get into a conversation with somebody who's pretty well versed.
Like I saw somebody tell me to learn the Ling matchup in Tekken. Like, you know, like there's no limit. A nigga told the greatest Tekken player of all time to learn the matchup. All right, bro. Like, are you dead ass? And was dead serious. It wasn't like no meme or no troll. That nigga was dead ass.
Nah, you're good.
Run, fellas. Tekken Twitter is terrible. Twitter is just terrible in general. I try to use Blue Sky, but it's not any better in my experience. And then like my feed, I don't follow enough people on there to just like be able to look at my following for more than 30 seconds and then close it. And then like my For You page, no matter how many things I like try to like or follow or like search up whatever to like try to like game the algorithm, it's just all political stuff, Trump, Elon Musk, fucking, you know, there's all that type of shit. And I was muting and blocking and hide this and hide that, and it just didn't change anything at all. And I got tired of trying to manipulate the algorithm, like make it any better. So I just gave up. So I just deleted the app. I'm not gonna lie. Good shit. Yeah, the problem with muting a lot of the words is that a lot of the posts are pictures. Or like they won't directly say, you know what I mean? Like I muted Trump and Elon and stuff like that, but it doesn't stop people from posting pictures of them and like quotes or like screenshots from Twitter and putting it on Blue Sky. But what I'm thinking of doing is making Blue Sky my less, like, not necessarily professional. I won't look at my Twitter account as professional, but like my less limited, I guess. Like on Twitter, like I try not to follow a lot of people because frankly I don't give a fuck about what most people have to say or think. I just don't care to follow every single person. And then some people, they just don't post often or just don't post shit that I care about. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't like following a lot of people in general on any social media. Anywhere you look, like I just normally just don't follow a lot of people. But maybe on Blue Sky I actually just follow a shit ton of people and artists and shit just to have something to like look at or whatever.
This game blows. Also, bro, I really do not like the take of this game is fun with homies, bro.
I don't even think it's fun with friends. Talking about Sparking Zero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people saying that. And I just like, how many games have you played that aren't fun as long as you're playing it with your friends? You know what I mean? Like, if the only thing you have going for is like, man, this game is fun when you play with your friends, it's probably not that good of a game.
Like, yeah, literally any game will be fun with your friends. I'm like, bro, that take kind of dead.
I don't think it's a good metric to determine whether or not a game is any good or in a good state at all or anything like that. You're not enjoying the game, you're enjoying the company. Yeah, that's a good argument to me.
Bro, where's my stop? Or this shit.
I made the mistake of following one of those starter pack things. It was just actually random art. I don't even know what that is. It was funny though, because I don't think I ever mentioned that I have Blue Sky. Maybe I did and forgot about it. Fuck, I couldn't get the password. I certainly like don't promote it or anything. And I didn't even have the app on my phone. I just made the account just so I could have my name like a while back. And then when I did download the app and open it up, I saw that I had like over 1,000 followers already. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I think you're on your own, Rambler. Let's say you the Digimon guru here. Like if it's not you or Van, I don't think anybody gonna be able to help you out. Ooh. Hey, good shot. Yeah, for sure, Ram. Take it easy, man. Appreciate you always, homie. Think of Link. Facts. Yeah, you funny. That's the way to throw it down. Yeah, got clobbered down there. Good shot. Damn, that nigga jumped high as hell for that rebound. Steal. Unfortunate.
That was for me, my bad, bro.
Yeah. Hey, he almost cashed out. Great pass, great shot. Why did he shoot that? It almost went in though.
He had his badge on, bro. Or takeover, I mean. Badge.
That was still kind of far. That shit was just like half court. Ooh. Hey, them little middies. Favorite player is Karl Malone. You're gonna have to try a whole lot harder than that to try to troll the nigga. That's the best you got. You're gonna have to look for a new hobby, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you.
That was actually horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I ain't never met a nigga in my life, now I'm thinking about it, who, like, their favorite player is Karl Malone. This shit funny. Hey, good shit. I know who Karl Malone is, but who is Karl Malone? Karl Malone is a basketball player who played for the Utah Jazz in the John Stockton era. You know, that was their dynamic duo. He went toe-to-toe with Jordan and the niggas, and he was honestly an incredible basketball player. He also impregnated a 13-year-old girl, so there's that. So yeah, fuck Karl Malone, but don't fuck Karl Malone.
They said, what did he do again after you? Alright, bro. Oh, man. I forgot where I was for a second.
He's still walking around? Yeah, not only is he still walking around, he still shows up to games sometimes and gets, like, applauded.
He's actively celebrated.
Yeah,
he's
like,
actively celebrated by the NBA.
It's really disgusting, but... And like
constantly showing his highlights. They invite him to every like all-star event and shit.
Yeah, and this isn't like, oh, he had like some allegations or, you know what I'm saying, allegedly. Like, no, that nigga, whoa, that nigga did that shit, and they just kind of sweep it under the rug. But Nike want to cut Kyrie off. All right, bro. You know, aside though, like, I know niggas, you know, are like brand slaves and shit like that, but Kyrie's shoes with that brand that he signed with Anta, his shoes are actually like really fire. Like, I kind of like him even more than his Nike shit. What do you guys think about the Jimmy Butler shit? I saw this coming.
I'm over it.
I think anybody who's been paying attention saw this coming. I think it's a lose-lose situation for everyone involved.
I'm over it, bro. Just like I'm over the team.
You know, it's crazy too, because like the Heat are like never proactive at all at the deadline or in the off season, despite the fact that like big stars always want to go there because it's Miami and people have respect for the organization and for Pat Riley and for Spo. And then yet they were linked to Dame and didn't get him. They were linked to KD and didn't get him. They were linked to Bradley Beal and didn't get him, which is probably a good thing. But like,
It's funny because it used to be the exact opposite. We used to be pretty active in the trade deadline, off season, and shit. It's like, bro, like I'll never forget. Literally the year after Braun left during the trade deadline, we got fucking Goran Dragic, who was an all-star.
Oh yeah, I forgot Donovan Mitchell wanted to go to Miami as well.
Donovan Mitchell also wanted to go to Miami.
And
but I'm gonna be honest. I think with this whole situation going on, I don't think a superstar will ever land in Miami again. I'm lying, but like, you know,
someone will want to go there eventually, just because it's literally the city of Miami.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, they also do a decent job of developing players, so I'm sure they'll draft somebody at some point who will be like a stud. But
yeah, I don't.
Well,
see
actually,
I don't see them signing a free agent though.
That's actually difficult as well because like they never tank. Like they just refuse to actually tank. So like them getting a high draft pick is unlikely, unless it's like something that they acquired from another team. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, the way things are going, they might end up tanking against their own will. So who knows?
I don't know. Them niggas, I don't see them niggas acquiring another star. I don't look at this like I'm looking at this Jimmy Butler situation, and I'm like, why the fuck would I ever want to go here if this is how they treat their stars?
No, I feel you.
Like,
Yeah,
again,
same with
same statement I had before, bro. They like after LeBron left, nigga Pat Riley wanted to throw a whole fit because LeBron left. And nigga let Dwayne Wade walk. And now this whole Jimmy Butler shit. What were we gonna say though?
What was I gonna say? Oh, this is how they treat their stars. What other team? I was gonna say another team that'd be on the same shit and make niggas not want to go there. Was it the Clippers or the Sixers? One of those two teams.
What's the problem with how they're treating Butler? The fact that they are a contending team every single year, yet they don't make any type of moves or upgrades whatsoever.
Took my time and slowed down and had to take over, and I still break that shit.
The first year that they signed the Jimmy Butler, they went to the finals. And then
Kings?
what did they
No,
do?
not the Kings.
What did they do that following offseason? They did nothing. Then they went to the finals. They went to the conference finals versus Boston, and nearly went to the finals that year. And what did they do that following offseason? Nothing. Then the next year they go to the finals. What did they do that offseason? Nothing.
In fact, they lost players.
Yeah, they kept losing players with every single run that they had to the finals.
And then the next season, they didn't really went on shit. And then they're like, you know what we need? Terry Rozier. And Tyler Hero was finally the player that you could have always wanted him to be. You know what I mean? Like he's hitting his potential. And Bam,
it's a damn shame.
Bam is playing the worst basketball of his fucking life, and Jimmy is like just doesn't want to be there and is not engaged and is not trying at all and just wants to be gone. That nigga Bam had 4 points. 4 points today.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that nigga. I don't know. Maybe he don't want to be there either. He's just not saying nothing. Cause I can't even explain to you this drop off.
Bro, well, as a nigga who has had him on his fantasy team, this has been like, I don't even have words for it. Bam has been so fucking bad this season. Like, I don't fucking know. Let me pull this up real quick. Career low in fucking field goal percentage. He's 7% down from last season and 9% down from the season before that. Let's see.
Nah, the thing that, so like I got a couple counter arguments to that, Silas. I'm gonna tell you right now. So when it comes to Atlanta, they have tried making moves. The niggas just suck. Like they don't make the right moves. Like they're just ass.
I think this is the best team Trey's probably had around him so far in his career.
Yeah. Not saying too much, but it's definitely
Yeah, not a
better
very
than
high bar.
most. But and when it comes to like the Warriors with Curry, it's like, yeah, them niggas is fucking up. But at the very least, they did do things in the past and assembled the greatest team of all time. You know,
Like the Warriors are fumbling really bad right now, but like, hey nigga, y'all turned a not worthless, but relative to the rest of the league, like a worthless franchise into the most profitable and like expensive franchise in the fucking league and shit. Got 4 championships, had a dynasty. Like y'all have done enough for a lifetime. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
and y'all won a championship in the last 4 years. So
yeah, it was 22.
22, yeah. So
it's,
like,
you know,
y'all at least did something at the very at the very least. I mean, same thing. Same thing with the. You can say the same thing about the Lakers too. It's like, yeah, the Lakers might be alright now. Like,
I think that's a little bit different with the Lakers because, like, not only do you have Bron, who is arguably the greatest player of all time, you still have Anthony Davis as well. So you have like 2 players who are like top 10, and one of which is kind of still in his prime and is having the healthiest seasons of his career. And it's like, yo, we still can't put the right pieces around these 2 generational players. And then, you know, people make the argument, well, if these 2 are so good, like, why is the team so bad? It's like, nigga, it takes more than just 2 guys. But
I also will say part of the problem is on the Lakers themselves for letting certain players walk.
Oh, for sure. I'll never forgive Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka for not extending Caruso. Like, getting rid of KCP was such a dumb move. Like, acquiring Russell Westbrook was so stupid. And I see this link to certain players. I'm just like, nigga, I don't want Jimmy Butler on my team. I don't want DeMar DeRozan on my team. Like, yeah, that's those players do not fix any of our issues. Wow.
But yeah, so it's not even a matter of like the Lakers not helping Bron and AD. It's that them niggas just make the wrong moves.
And then even when it comes to like drafting, like the picks that we have, like captain drafted players with, we haven't drafted the right kind of players that we should. Like Jalen Hood-Schifino was such a bad pick, and not even just because he's not working out, but like even in real time, like
bro, you stopped.
I'm sorry.
That was just a dumb decision because why would we not, if we're going for upside, why would you not pick Cam Whitmore? And if you're going for somebody who can help us out now, why not Jaime, even though Jaime has been really bad this season? But like, why would you not pick a player like a Jaime Jaquez or something like that? I think they did the right thing this season, even though it kind of fell in their lap, so it's not like they really get credit for it. By drafting Don't Connect, because it's the type of piece that actually contributes to the roster and adds something right away, because you don't have time to develop these young players who could be something. And when you have LeBron and Anthony Davis, like you're a championship or bust team. Like you need the pieces around that can come in right away and contribute and add something to the roster and do something when they're on the floor. Not somebody that, not some 19-year-old kid who's like, oh, he could be something someday, maybe, that you don't even have the time and resources to develop because you're focused on trying to push for a championship. You know what I mean? Jalen Hood-Schifino could still be something someday, but he was never going to end up being anything on the fucking Lakers roster. Same thing goes for Maxwell Lewis. And he'd get well soon. That being said, I think the best thing they've done these last couple of seasons is the Dorian Finney-Smith trade. Great shot.
Good shit. Yes, the thing is, Silas, is just not like it's similar, sort of, but not really. Like it's 2 different scenarios.
The difference between the Heat and the Lakers is that the Lakers make the wrong moves. The Heat don't make any moves.
Make any moves. That's the problem. They don't make any moves.
The Lakers, like, they don't develop talent. They like to name chase. They don't think about fit nearly as much as they should. You know, they swing for the fences, and you know, when you swing for the fences, you strike out a lot. the scapegoat from Lakers fans. I'm not gonna lie, Lakers fans are pretty annoying.
Very.
I don't think they're the worst though. Philly definitely got them beat. Philly might be the worst.
Philly is pretty terrible.
Boston can be pretty bad.
Philly sports fans, no matter their sport, are the worst people on the planet.
Yeah, bro. Well, I wasn't even thinking of this when I said it just now, but I just remembered like a week or two ago. You guys probably didn't catch any of this, but y'all know Kenny Beecham, right? KOT4Q?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nigga. The shit niggas were saying and doing on the timeline.
Oh, yeah.
Did you catch some of that? Yeah, no,
I saw all of it.
Bro, like he made a tweet like on his burner account or whatever that was like, I'm so over Embiid, man. That's all is that. He was like, man, I'm so over Embiid, because Embiid was, you know, he did something stupid on the court, whether it was a flop or a dumb play or some shit. That's all he said. And you would think he threatened to sexually assault some of these niggas' mothers the way they started acting out on the timeline, bro. It got so disgusting and so blown out of proportion. Like, Philly fans were on that nigga's head top for like a week straight on some crazy shit, talking about his wife and posting pictures of them. And I heard that like his house got doxxed and like all this, all because he said he was over Embiid.
Nasty as fuck, bro. My shit is disgusting.
And frankly, even Philly fans should be over Embiid at this point. The nigga ain't never fucking available. And even this season when he has been, he ain't been that great. He's had some good games, but like, I need to be worried about Tyrese Maxey. That's the future. I think Embiid's at the end of his rope. No, I feel you, Silas. Like, at least when you have fan bases like Lakers fans or like Boston fans or like Patriots fans or some shit like that, right? It's like, well, these niggas have a long storied legacy of being very successful and, you know, decorated franchises and shit. Niggas, these niggas be out of pocket and acting like this and be so high and mighty and be on this fucking this crazy shit, and he never won nothing.
You contested that? Bro. Hey, bro. Actually, nah. I'm gonna let these niggas rock because they're winning right now. But I do have similar feelings about that to a particular fan base.
You won't say the Knicks.
Yo. Niggas ain't won shit since the fucking 50s. Niggas ain't win. There's no championship in
Great
their
shot.
lifetime. Yet. Talking all this fucking bullshit. I'm gonna let y'all rock though.
Who's the worst fan base in the NFL? To me, it was always the Steelers. I hated Steelers fans so much growing up. Maybe that's because I lived in Pennsylvania for a while. But Cowboys, actually, yeah, since I probably could have guessed that.
Skip a Cowboy fan, right? So
yeah,
that's minus a lot of stocks right there. I'm not gonna lie.
At least 1.5 million worth.
Damn.
Nothing amazing happens here.
So yeah, thank you for the
ordinary.
thank you for the resub. I really appreciate that.
Oh, I love men.
One. Steelers fans aren't that bad. At least they know success. That's why it was so bad. Because nigga, when the Steelers were good back in like the Jerome Bettis, fucking Ben Roethlisberger days, you couldn't tell these niggas shit. It was so annoying. Every Pittsburgh Steelers fan I knew was so obnoxious.
Bro, living in New England, growing up during the Patriots dominant era, bro.
I bet.
I'm not even a football fan, but like it was like You just felt patriotic type shit because like, damn, like we really do be just winning every year, bro. That's got to be miserable for everybody.
Someone from Pittsburgh, I get it. Yeah, so I was born in Pennsylvania, so you would think I would have been a Pittsburgh fan or a Eagles fan, but my dad was a Bears fan because his favorite player was Walter Payton and shit, and he was a big Chicago fan, and so I grew up as a Bears fan because if I was watching football, I'd be watching the Bears with my pops, so I got into the Bears. And
look at AI player think you doing.
Hey, you running the break? What you mean? And the Bears weren't great, so except for them Devin Hester years. Devin Hester was my GOAT. I actually got a Devin Hester jersey. Bears got a bright future. I ain't been tapped in, but what's homie name? Caleb Williams. Devin Hester's the GOAT. Yeah, that's GOAT. That might be my favorite Bear player that like I watch with my own two eyes. Him or Brian Urlacher. What was the one? He was a halfback or a running back. I think his name was something Smith or something Love Smith. I think he was a light-skinned nigga. He's either a halfback or running back, I'm pretty sure.
My favorite football player of all time has always been Randy Moss, just because that nigga was broken in every football game he was in.
Bro, he was the actual GOAT. Niggas still be saying Mossed to this day. You remember the year or around the year? I'm pretty sure he played during those same years with like Devin Hester and fucking, who was our quarterback? I think was he there when Grossman was QB or was it Jay Cutler? Well, that would have been, what is that, like 2008, 2009, 2010 maybe? Oh wait, no, I was with Matt Forte. I recognized his name as soon as I saw it. Matt Forte. I liked him a lot too when I was a kid. I thought he was really good. I don't know if he was actually good, but it felt like he was back when I was watching. Devin Hester was my go. Yeah, I did have a Devin Hester. Like, I have 2 football jerseys in my closet. One is a Panthers.
Oh my God.
Is a Panthers Cam Thomas jersey that I got for free. And then the other is a fucking Devin Hester jersey that I actually got as a Christmas gift one year. If Eli Manning becomes a first ballot Hall of Famer and Devin Hester got snuffed, I'm gonna throw a fit. So like I was never like huge on football. Like I was a very casual football watcher who would just watch games with my dad. In my memory, Devin Hester was really like that. Or was he really like that? The one play I have a vivid memory of, I'm pretty sure it was in the Super Bowl. He fucking returned a kick all the way for a touchdown. It might have even been like at the start of the game or some shit like that. Like that's like my most vivid memory of watching him. I think was it the Super Bowl? Was it the Bears versus the Panthers and he did that shit? Or maybe it was against the Colts.
That shit looks so funny. I'm not gonna lie. Guard me, he did. My fault, y'all.
He's undeniably the greatest returner the game has ever seen. Okay, so like in my little memory, yeah, he was, but I didn't realize he was really like that. Might have been the Colts. Now that you mention it, I think it was the Colts because so my dad has a friend who was very good and close friends with Bob Sanders, who was a free safety for the Colts. and was pretty good from what I remember, but he got injured a decent amount and it kind of like derailed his career. So he was a Colts fan because he was really good friends with Bob Sanders. So now that you mention it, it probably was the Colts because we were watching the game at his house. I think I met Bob Sanders, but I didn't really.
Colts might got like the least amount of aura of all time.
Think so?
I mean, their logo ass. I feel like their colors are not that great.
It's worse color schemes than them. They're just like blue and silver and white, right?
But the logo, bro.
I mean, it's boring, but I don't know. The worst in the league.
Who would be worse than them?
I'm trying to think. You might be right. I don't know. I have to look. Oh no, the Browns. The Cleveland Browns are the.
Damn, that is true as fuck.
I had to look up the teams. I was like, nah, the Browns are definitely the worst.
My monitor just turned off. What the fuck?
Chill on my horseshoe. Yeah, I don't hate the Colts. The Colts is alright to me. We talk about like the least amount of aura, the worst colors and logo. Like it's definitely the Browns. The Browns ain't even got a logo, bro. They should have dead ass just a helmet. It's just an orange helmet, right? Fuck the Packers as well. Yeah,
Okay, I'm back.
I'm gonna say the worst is the Browns. Second worst to me might be the Packers.
Also, the Colts name, I also don't like. What the fuck is a Colt?
Colt? I'm pretty sure it's a horse. That's why the thing's a horseshoe.
That makes a lot of sense, actually, now you put it that way.
What about the Commanders? Certainly not my favorite color scheme, logo, or team, but yeah, not the worst. Like I think the Browns are like damn near objectively the worst. Like the least aura, the worst colors, the worst logo.
Who the fuck are the Commanders?
They used to be the Redskins.
Oh, I didn't even know they changed their name.
Yeah, so when the world started getting more politically correct, and we were talking about like Indians and stuff like that, like the Cleveland Indians and shit. So they stopped calling themselves the Redskins for those reasons. And for a while, they actually didn't have a name. They were just the Washington football team. And then eventually they settled on the Commanders. And their logo is just a yellow W on a red background.
I ain't gonna lie. The fact that their name used to be that is like one of the craziest things of all time. And it was like that for so long is the fucked up part.
And then you have like the baseball team, right? The Cleveland Indians, and that logo is outrageous.
No, that logo is legitimately racist as fuck.
But I used to think that shit was so hard. Like I thought that was such a cool logo when I was, 8 and didn't know any better. But then you get older, you're like, huh, insane. Imagine though. Damn, that was my first miss. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that. Anyway, best team in terms of like colors and logo and uniforms and shit. Let me think. The Ravens might be best.
I always like the Steelers and actually the Panthers too. The black and baby blue.
Panthers are really good. That. Oh, the Titans. I like the Titans a lot. If we just talking like colors and uniforms and shit. Ravens, Titans, Panthers are solid. I'm not a Steelers guy. But that probably has a bit to do with my upbringing. Seahawks? Nah, I never cared much for the Seahawks because I didn't really like the green and that shit. I always felt like the green threw it off. Falcons was cold. If I had to pick one though, it might be the Ravens for me. They want that name back, by the way, with the Redskins. I mean, as someone who's not Native American, I guess it's not really my place to be offended for anyone or to say whether or not it's acceptable. That you would have to take that up with Native American people and see how they feel about it. And I honestly have seen some people say that like we're not really offended by that, like we don't really care. But likewise, I've seen people who are like, yeah, thank God, or like this shit is crazy as it's ever existed. So it's like, you know, I think if given the choice between the two, it's better to just not use it or do it or take it back. Because even if you have some who don't care or like don't mind or weren't offended, you're not going to be offended or upset if you aren't using it either. So you're just better off.
I don't know. I think like having a racial epithet for a team name just isn't a good idea, period. So
yeah. You a Ravens fan?
I don't care like who's offended or not offended at it. It's just extremely tasteless.
But I don't really watch football at all anymore. Fuck. But I was a Bears fan when I cared about the NFL. The Atlanta sharecroppers. All right, buddy. Reaching in for playing hands up defense. Okay. Honestly, though, what are the Kansas City Chiefs? What they named after? What type of Chiefs they talking about? Nah, think about it. Native American ones. See, that's what I figured. Because when I hear the word chief, when I think of chief, like I think Native American. Like that's what comes to mind first.
At least that one you might be able to argue is in more of like a positive
tasteful,
light, I guess. Yeah. But like,
and like
the Washington one, there's no way around that. That's just racist.
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, I don't think the Kansas City has ever used like any imagery that was
yeah,
remotely close to that same shit. Their logo's an arrowhead or an axe head. The Chiefs?
I thought it was
like it. Hey, hold on. Is it actually a? You know what? It is an arrowhead. I never really like thought about what that shape was, but now that you pointed it out, yeah, it's an arrowhead. I never really thought about what it was. I don't know. In my head, I might have just like, oh, it's the shape of Kansas or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, it's the red KC inside of an arrowhead, which I think is it's a lot better. Is it okay?
I legitimately never once paid attention to that shape in my life.
I did. I didn't either.
Kind of just blew my mind.
Nah, same. Like I never once really thought about it. Why are Native Americans so like heavily used in sports like logos and branding and shit? Now that I'm thinking about it, like
Jesus Christ.
Found this country. Oh, trust me, I'm well aware of the how they were here. Well, I wouldn't even say found or were just always here. You know what I mean? But like yes, this land was stolen from them. You don't gotta give me the history lesson. But like, I don't think that's the reason why people are doing it, because it's not like they're doing it in a respectful way. Like, calling yourself the Redskins or the Cleveland Indians, which, by the way, Indians, in case you guys weren't aware or had forgotten or whatever, is extremely disrespectful to call Native American people, because they're, in fact, guess what? Not Indians. Christopher Columbus.
I'm sorry.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
My bad. Go ahead.
Nah. That was
sorry.
That was crazy.
I'm sorry.
Alfred Ali, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, yeah, when the white folk came over to what we now know as America, their dumbasses thought that they had sailed far enough to make it to Asia, and so they assumed that they were in India, and so they called the Native Americans Indians, incorrectly assuming that they were in India. So if you refer to Native American people as Indian, you're being pretty disrespectful and ignorant. So yeah, the Cleveland Indians shit is like crazy wild. Like, that's definitely the wildest one. Are they still called the Cleveland Indians, by the way? Does that team still exist?
I don't think so. Have you actually? Maybe they are. I don't know.
And if they do, like, are they still using that logo? No, they're called the Guardians now, and they do have a completely different logo. Oh, this Guardians logo kind of fire. This is their actual logo. The G with the wings on it. I fuck with that. Went to a Padres game and some dude in front of me had a shirt with the Indians logo with a black bar over its eyes and had censored under the logo. That's corny.
Americans only care about censorship if you're censoring their racism.
Yep.
This is true.
This is very true.
You know, or like a woman's body. I get pretty upset about that too.
Hashtag this country.
I have an AI player on me. Y'all have fun. I had my fun for the last few games.
I've been to one baseball game in my life ever, and I had seats right behind home plate to watch the Diamondbacks versus the Angels, and this is when Shohei Ohtani was still on the Angels, and I got to watch him hit a home run while I was behind home plate, and then I proceeded to go to the team store and buy his jersey.
There used to be I don't know what they call it. I think it's like, bitch. I think it's called like a AA team or some shit for baseball. There used to be a stadium like right by my house, and we would like go to baseball games like kind of semi-regularly. They'd be cheap too. And I don't know, going to baseball games is always like a good time, I feel like.
So playing baseball as a kid was always fun. I tried watching baseball on TV back in the day, and I thought it was like the most boring shit ever. Going to the game in person was a lot more fun, but my homie that I was with, Kyle, was explaining to me that, because he actually is really into baseball, he was explaining to me like all the changes that they've made to like speed the game up and make it a more digestible sport as a spectator, and especially on television. And I was like, hey, well, whatever they're doing, like it definitely worked a little bit, because I found it like way more interesting than what I remember watching as a kid. It just always felt like it was so slow and just so much downtime, and it just wasn't really that interesting. Like, I could definitely understand how people like enjoy baseball. The sport itself, I think, is very fun. I just didn't really care to watch it.
Hello.
It's alright, I'm ugly. Calling your team Savage and the logo being a Native American headdress is kind of crazy. Wait, what team is that? I mean, the Savage, obviously, but like, what sport is that? Damn, nigga, flagrant. You know, I haven't met very many Native American people in my life, and in fact, off the top of my head, I can only think of one interaction I've ever had with a Native American person. No, two. But it wasn't someone like I got really close with or like had like a, you know, like real friendship with. I wonder if... Well, I guess if they had something else that they'd rather be called, we probably know about it by now, but like what did they call America before we came here and decided it was called America? And do they have something they refer to themselves as or rather be called as opposed to Native Americans?
I think they just go by natives at this point. Because I grew up, I think there's like quite a few tribes that are still like kind of active around where I live.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up like knowing quite a few native folks. So, but obviously at that time, you know, we didn't really know the nuance. We were still being taught in school that Christopher Columbus was a hero. So,
right,
you know, we were being brainwashed type shit. We didn't know the truth. But yeah, I definitely knew quite a few natives back in the day.
I forgot, but I just remember Kayla's actually like part native. Like she's obviously like way more like white and like American, but I know she definitely still has like attachments to like her native roots. And I think like the further up you go, her family tree, like I don't know if it's like on her mom's side or what, but I think like her mom and then like her grandmother, the more you go, like the more native they get. Obviously, that's how fucking bloodline works, but.
Yeah, player, bail us out. Fuck.
It pulled me into that. I literally tried to run to the corner, and the game told me, no, you're getting dunked on. So that's cool.
Nope. I felt like that was... I just feel like that should have worked.
The one native person that like I distinctly remember like knowing and meeting a couple times and talking to was actually some guy who like... You know how it's like a thing where it's like, oh, native people, they're like super rich and they all own casinos and have their own land and shit. Like I actually met one of those guys and he was very rich and like owned a casino and he was a sneaker collector and he just had fucking everything and he just, yeah, he was super cool. Like that was my first time like ever actually seeing or meeting like one of those types of like natives that I had heard about where it's like, oh yeah, you know, they just have like all their own land and they...
Also, I'm pretty sure Balvin is large part like indigenous native as well.
Oh, indigenous. That's the word I couldn't think of. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Also, now that you mention it, Balvin looks native. I never really thought about it. Yeah,
Balvin, you look like you were here before us. Wait, he was. He's old. He's unk. Wait, I can't say that no more. Fuck.
The nigga's writing a message. I know he is.
No, he's not writing a message. He's sending me a package.
Oh, that too, actually. You could also be doing that.
Thank you, Maxwell.
Oh, this guy's on my nuts, bro.
I'm just randomly thinking of like people like I met or like grew up with or went to school with that were from like different places and shit. I remember this girl that moved to America from Egypt. That was
shit.
Yeah, that was really cool and interesting. Her name was Mena. And like Egypt is a place that like when you're a kid and you're growing up, it almost sounds like a place of like fiction, you know what I mean? Or like if it did really exist, like it doesn't exist anymore, because you always think of like this ancient civilization, this place that like used to exist but doesn't anymore. And so when she came there, when she started coming to school, it was like, oh shit, like Egypt, like from the books, like.
The fuck happened?
Illegal screen.
Chat, everybody should go watch Blade Runner 2049 ASAP.
It's been so long.
I'm literally Ryan Gosling in the flesh. Have you ever held the hand of someone you love? Did they teach you how to feel finger to finger? Yeah, I wouldn't get it.
Did you watch that shit today?
I did. One of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
That shit's really good.
Hey! That makes a lot of sense.
You know, I don't think I look particularly native, but now that I think about it, I'm surprised I haven't been asked more often if I am, especially considering the races I have been asked. Like I've been asked if I'm Hawaiian or Dominican or Japanese and shit. And I'm just surprised like native isn't one I hear more often, considering.
Hey, bro, you do kind of pass as a Dominican nigga, low key.
Oh, well, that one's probably one of the ones I get the most, so I get it. But
also, fun fact too. Apparently, some Dominicans are native as well.
huh. Yes, so what's good, man?
How the fuck they make their way over there?
Hey, man.
Hey, Balvin.
I'm a swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa.
He says,
Yo.
on the show.
Yo.
Whoa.
Bro, you heard the other snippet?
Yeah, the one they played in the Bulls locker room.
That would sound actually crazy as fuck.
That shit sound even better. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. It unironically does sound better than that one, bro. That one actually sounds hard as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
I genuinely want him to drop that shit because I want to hear
Nah,
it.
same here. Same here. That one sounds insane.
Lonzo said it's dropping soon, so
It legit sound like some old Boosty Webby shit. It's so funny. Man, we've been on a fucking burner tonight, man. We became Lob City.
Man,
I got
was crazy.
I got 20 points purely off lobs. That shit was
Song of the Year potential. That shit's genuinely going viral. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that song goes platinum. Good shot.
Me and that power forward. I'm so glad we won that last game because me and that power forward were going fucking ban for ban. Yeah.
We can go ban for ban. Fuck that. We can go M for M.
I should have ooped you, but I was scared you went to the corner. Fuck.
I was originally going to the corner.
Yeah, I know. I saw you dash back. I was like,
shot,
fuck.
nigga.
I was like, in case he oops it, I'm coming in.
I appreciate you saving my turnover. My brain wasn't fast enough to respond to your character. Hell no.
Motherfuckers see my long curly hair and light skin tone and be like, "Are you white?" You know what's funny? I don't get asked that much.
Fuck, I should have let it go, bro.
I know this nigga chest on fire.
When people ask me about like my ethnicity and my race and stuff, white is never the first one that they ask about, or question, or think of, like ever. Which is interesting because like, again, as a kid, it's just not something like I thought about as much. And like, you know, I think about it more and more as I got older because it's something that came up so much and you learn more about, you know, race and racism and everything. But growing up as a mixed kid, my assumption when I met other mixed kids was always that they were black and white. Like if I seen a light-skinned person, I just like, oh, they're black and white just like me. It was very rare that like I met, at least, you know, through like elementary school and shit at first. Like, I met somebody who's like, oh no, I'm black and Hispanic, or I'm black and Asian. And like I did know people like that, but I feel like it's way more common for somebody to be black and white than some of these other like combinations. I feel like that's like the more popular or common one. So
Why the shot clock reset?
Maybe it hit rim.
I guess.
Well, no, I blocked that shit. I don't know.
That's what I was saying. It was like, okay. Hey. So glad you made that.
that shit would have been funny either way, honestly.
It would have been. I honestly got it. Would have been. Oh man.
Yo, Balvin.
What the fuck?
You-
I think we were about to make the same reference too as the crazy
niggas are
part.
touching tips.
I was just about to ask you if they saw you how to feel fingertip to fingertip, bro. Oh my god.
Interlinked. Oh,
Niggas are actually
so-
sharing a brain cell.
Oh, bro, Yudi, I gotta go back here. I want to see if you reacted to what happened earlier. Whatever, you had cut behind me, and I got you the craziest fucking pass ever. But I don't think you expected it to happen.
No, yo, it was like a behind the back pass, right?
Yeah.
Yo, legit, I was like stunned live for a second. I'm like, wait, what the?
I was scared to do it because it was like, I don't know, it could have went bad, but like
Yeah,
that
that nigga
shit
Omega
was
kind of on a burner, not to alarm anybody.
definitely is, bro. Yeah, I want to make sure you notice the pass I saw because I was like, I was really proud of it.
That shit was crazy.
I didn't expect you to do anything with it though, because I kind of expected you not to expect it. If that makes sense, because it was very much it was a very flashy.
Right. Yeah, that shit was nuts.
Wish I wasn't watched at 2K. The only way to fix that is to get on, bro.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have to have like an 8-hour conversation about that movie eventually.
Oh, absolutely. Wait,
reserve-
have you watched Dune?
I haven't watched Dune yet. No.
Hey,
Yeah,
I haven't seen
know.
part 2 yet, but the first one, if you
Yeah.
like Blade Runner, nigga,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like it's funny because I never like. I mean, I don't imagine it's the same for you, but like, I mean, I imagine the same for you. I didn't really care about Dune like as a fictional thing. Like I didn't even know it existed really until like the remake came out. But what made me want to see it, besides it just being a fantasy sci-fi epic in our modern times, like I just kind of have to be a part of that. But when I saw who was directing it, I was like, oh, that's what. I was like so shocked, but also happy as fuck you didn't know that he directed those movies, so I could have been the one to tell you.
I didn't know,
like,
bro. Literally, all my favorite movies of all time have been directed by that one nigga.
And I know you love Prisoners because you talked about it on your stream the other day, and I was like, yeah, man, that nigga. And the same nigga that did the cinematography for Blade Runner did that one as well. His name is Roger Deakins. He's done a couple of movies, bro.
That guy,
Jarvis,
protect him, please.
Jarvis, suck that guy's cock.
Seriously.
But yeah, he's done a lot of movies with Denis in his time. But why did that?
Yep. Take your time.
That was a regular ass pass. Legendary diaper. Mine. Oh, I got a crazy ass steal a few games ago. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but whenever I was like, it was like running down. I think it was running down half court, and I caught it with like 2 hands. She was crazy as fuck.
You to go. That's why.
Okay. We're gonna distract. Other than that, bro, do you remember that in the first game that putback I got?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That I remember vividly.
Off my
Bro.
break, yeah, I remember.
I wasn't gonna.
Oh my god.
It's been happening all night, bro.
I know, bro.
What fucking sliders you got on for this shit?
Bro, I don't know what the fuck, man. This gold arrow wizard is carrying me, boy. God damn. But yeah. Oh, also I was gonna say I'm at 99 out of 100 back to Grandmaster 1.
Oh yeah, it's time.
I have 2 days to get Eternity, and I don't know if I can do it, bro. It's so far away from me.
I believe.
If I can get GM1 again, then I got one more push in me. There's just no way.
So many gifts make so much more sense now that I watch Blade Runner.
Bro. So many, you finally got to
so many memes like unlocked. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
It's funny how depressing that shit is too, whenever like you actually know where that's from. Like you ever
Now when that one cunt stomped on the baby girl stick, whatever the fuck. Oh no, I wanted to kill myself.
Bro. Oh God. Help! Thank you. Oh.
What the fuck?
That was so stupid.
But then when you find out that she calls everybody Joe, damn.
Dog.
Women.
That's the point of the movie. And then, bruh, you finally got the. the scene that's ruined so many men's minds is that you look lonely.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Fix that. The fucking gif of the nigga looking down. Oh my god. A great movie.
Is that crazy to see it exist in context? I'm like, wow.
Right. It's actually quite like painful. But it's so weird watching a meme become a scene in a movie that's really important. I'm about to watch that shit tonight, bro. It's on my mind. I have 4 fouls again? Damn, I'm reading too much. I've also got hold a couple times on niggas dunking the ball and me going for a contest. Bro, yeah, so right. Bad shot selection. Salute, y'all.
Everybody trying to play the right way.
After you watch the first one too, the entire movie gonna obviously hit a lot different, but like the second half especially, whenever like, all right, that guy is 7 foot, 400 pounds.
The cool part about it is that it hit already, and then I'm just thinking like, damn, if I would have watched the first one too, this shit would have been even harder.
Oh yeah, I think the movie stands alone like really well. Funny enough, like
that's one thing I do appreciate about it. I feel like they do a good enough job of explaining and like hinting towards what happened in the past. Like you kind of get it, but like obviously watching it is like a whole different experience. And I see some people like, because I was looking up Blade Runner after I watched it and like seeing what people say. And like some people are like, oh, this is like a great sequel and it's like so much better than the original. And then there's other people that are like hard on like the original is like way superior. It's better in every way and all that shit. So I just wonder how I'm gonna feel.
It's a very yeah, it's like, it's not even like people, right? The people that love that movie love it, but a lot of people, it's actually kind of, I don't think controversial, but it's not as like, I don't know. A lot of people don't like that movie, and a lot of people also, are very much way more into the first one than the second one. I will say they are very different movies. Like they attack the same themes, and like it definitely is it's a direct sequel to what happens in the first one, obviously. But like the way that it's kind of, I don't know, the stories are kind of told, they follow the same like foundation, but like I don't know, they're I don't know how to explain it. They're just definitely very different movies, and like I guess the pacing and like kind of how the story is told to you is very different across both of them. Hey, but I mean it makes sense because they're 30 years apart and they're 2 different directors, so it's like thematically they're gonna feel different. But I don't know, a lot of purists. And I'm a purist myself. Like I love the first one, like I do, but I love them both for very different reasons. But
one of the things that really makes me want to get that movie is because, like when I was looking up Blade Runner stuff, like people were saying that like that Blu-ray, because I got a very expensive Blu-ray player and all that shit. They're saying that Blu-ray is like the best Blu-ray ever type shit. So I'm like, damn, I really got to see what this shit look like now.
Yeah, I'm not. You're gonna watch that movie and you're not gonna believe the year it came out in. Like it's not gonna make sense.
When I go back and watch a lot of old movies, that's how I feel. Like when I first watched The Thing, I was like, this movie, like is one of the best looking movies I've ever seen, and it came out in the 70s. Like what the fuck is that? Same thing with like Alien and shit.
Yeah, hard on Alien. Oh my god. And the Thing as well. I gotta watch this. I have to watch The Thing again soon. I haven't watched the movie in a long time. I know I liked it the first time I saw it though. It's a really good movie.
The Thing is also one of those movies that like gets even better when you rewatch it because you see so many like hints and signs and shit.
Right. Yeah, no, I think there are parts about the Blade Runner like aesthetic in the first one that I actually like more than the second one.
That's one thing I heard is that the first one, like, despite it being so much older, is like more visually striking in some areas or some shit.
It is. It definitely is. Because, but I mean, also is because it kind of it doesn't take places in many different. It has less moving parts. Excuse me. The second one does. Like,
yeah, because he's traveling a lot in the 2049.
The first one is mainly about just like just one main city.
Like D-City with all the neon lights and all that bullshit, like that place.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's gonna be really pretty.
Yeah, dude, it's.
Like watching Hunter 199.
Like it definitely feels like it was one of the first like major productions to do the like cyberpunk aesthetic on a big ass screen like that, right? So it's like it's way more true to the. You feel more of like, oh, this is a cyberpunk dystopia, and not like, oh, this shit just looks cool, but it still looks mad cool at the same time. If that makes sense. Like I think I'm. Now that you're saying this, I think I'm going to like the original more, because in my head, I thought Blade Runner was going to be more dystopian, like super like bullshit like that. And it kind of like it is, but it also like kind of isn't. So if the first one leans into those themes more, I'm about to lock the fuck in. The first one is that. I'm gonna be honest, like that is everything about the first
I'm ordering it right now.
So is that Blu-ray like particularly expensive?
Nah, it's like $20 or something like that.
I don't know if it was like rare or some shit.
That's just that sometimes like the whole Blu-ray scene is so interesting, because like it's like different techniques that they use to restore films, and sometimes like the restoration of the film is like so much worse than what it was originally. But apparently this one is like really good and is considered like the definitive version of the film, which doesn't happen a lot. In fact, it happens extremely rarely.
Yeah, it's a very unique case. It's just because this movie, because Blade Runner, the OG one, also had like several different versions.
The OG's directed by Ridley Scott, and it's got Harrison Ford too. Yeah, this is gonna be the best movie I've ever seen. I'm sorry. So,
and then you have to listen to Kissland afterwards. Oh, I will, because the album's gonna hit a lot different.
Yeah.
Yes,
because the entire album, like, I mean, it doesn't take just from Cyberpunk, Blade Runner. Like, it takes from it, just like that entire aesthetic it borrows from. But thematically, one of the matter of fact, I'm gonna ask this question. We might divert. What's your favorite song off Kissland?
Might be Pretty.
What'd you say, Lotus?
Wanderlust.
That's a good one.
Wanderlust is. Do y'all remember when niggas did like that album when it came out? I remember.
I remember.
I remember vividly. Niggas did not like that album. I was like, maybe I'm high, but funny enough, I hadn't even seen Blade Runner yet, and I wasn't even big into the whole like cyberpunk aesthetic. I just fuck with like the music, and I mean I fuck with the aesthetic too, but like it wasn't being carried by like my affinity to that like vibe already.
Actually, you know what?
It's either Pretty or Tears in the Rain, bro. Gotta be one of those two.
Mine is Wanderlust or Belong to the World.
Belong to the World's a good one.
You belong to the world.
All right. The reason why
at the end of her.
The reason why I ask is because Tears in the Rain in particular is directly ripped from Blade Runner. Like
is
that
it
movie,
now?
like it's directly inspired by it, and I won't say any more after that. But that song right there is like, it would not exist if it weren't for the movie, and you'll see what I mean after that, after you watch it.
It's also
It's something I was thinking about recently that I really enjoy about music, and it's something I think about. How to explain? Where do I start with this thought? So recently, I was thinking about songs I've listened to that came out when I was younger, and even if it's not like super long ago, right? Like I could have been 8 or 18 when I heard the song originally, right?
Right.
And then I experienced a piece of media or literature that I hadn't back then. And then I realized, oh, this inspired that, or this is a reference to that, or here's a joke or a bar or whatever that I didn't get before that I get now, and just makes this even crazier and make me like it more. And
I mean, when I watched Akira and then look back at like Kanye
stuff,
like, oh shit.
Yeah. So that's incentive for me to watch the movie in of itself, just to like watch that movie and then go back and listen to that album, which I already love and enjoy. And wow. I was gonna say, I feel like you don't really get that nearly as much these days in like music and shit, where it's like, you're joking. Call me Darwin Ali. My fault.
This is more of a wide open take, so it's not really
shut the fuck up. I tried to go for my dunk to layup and it fucked it up.
I feel like a lot of the references and like, you know, inspiration from like literature and like film isn't as prevalent in music today as it was before. It could just be also what I'm listening to. Like maybe it still exists in a lot.
Nah, it's cause like niggas ain't making art these days. They just making music, but it's not the same thing. Like,
I mean, you're like half memeing, but I think there is a little bit of truth behind it. There's like a lot of like fast food music these days.
A lot of truth behind that, unfortunately. Yeah, I think
I was not memeing. I said it in a meme way so that way I wouldn't be roasted.
Actually, based. Yeah, I almost fried you, low key. Just I feel you know. But yeah, no, I mean that definitely plays a huge part into it for sure. I mean, most music made nowadays is not made like in a.
And niggas making it on the iPhone, bro, and like
in like 4 seconds. Yeah.
We got ChatGPT lyrics, bro. It's over.
Bro, chill.
Damn, bro. You use ChatGPT, bro?
Sometimes.
Yo, ChatGPT, bro. What rhyme with animation, bro? Fuck.
I ask it right now. Let's see. Chat. I'll pull up the app on my phone.
ChatGPT is actually built into iOS 18.2 now, chat.
Askers?
All right.
Give me a rap in the style of Kendrick Lamar about animation.
I mean,
Yo, verse 1. Yo, I'm flipping frames like a I'm flipping frames like a flip book page. Animating dreams locked in this cage. Pencil to paper, my passion enraged. Each stroke a story.
You gotta rap it like you gotta rap it like Kendrick, bro.
I'm a Pixar prophet. I need a beat to rap like Kendrick because I'm a stutter. The nigga, I can't be as fast as him. Hold on. I'm gonna do a Kendrick Lamar type beat. Kendrick Lamar, GNX type beat.
I'm gonna give you the GNX beat, bro.
No. I don't want that bullshit. I see what you mean now. I do not.
Wait, that beat is hard.
Shut up, bro. You don't mean that,
bro. You don't think that shit farts?
And Kendrick, it does fart. I don't like it.
Nah, that beat is some ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Kendrick did it.
I fucking hate that. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta do a cipher on this. Like I'm mad.
I hear it, bro. That's how bad it is.
Hold on, bro. You know what, bro? I got you, bro. Hold on. So you want to do a cipher? You kick it off, bro. Wait, hold on.
Tell him Omega did it.
Wait.
Tell him Omega did it. Tell him Omega did it. Yeah, I just drank some coffee and I shit it. I just got a brand new fitted. Wait. It's, brand new fitted and it's from Mitchell and Ness, or New Era. I'm like a pharaoh. I'm a ruler. I just got a shit on for my jeweler. Wait, that shit like 38,000 carats. And I'm like a fucking rabbit, fucking like I need some carrots. Hold on, I never spare it. Yeah, I got a pair of bitches that I got with my pair of switches. And I ain't talking Nintendo. I get to spinning like Street Fighter 4 Relento. Yeah, they not gonna get it. Man, forget it. Forget that a nigga said it. Yeah, said it and forget it. You know that I shit it. Wait, now I'ma pass it to Balvin. Yeah. I tell him like I'm Balvin and this shit. Nigga got a problem, then I do it to him with that. Nigga got a problem, then I'ma do it. Niggas got a problem, then I'ma shoot it like. I'ma pass it to E-Man if niggas gotta do it. I'ma pass it to old dog if my nigga gon' do it.
Did these niggas start freestyling after I left? What the fuck?